Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live at 5, rocking and rolling. My favourite part of the afternoon. Oh, let's see if I can just bring myself up on Twitch so I can see myself live. Check it out. It looks, oh, there we go. Looking good. All the colours of the rainbow in front of my face. Right, let's do this. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. So let's just jump straight into these figures. Here we have Bitcoin, Bcrash and Coolcoin. Bcrash and Coolcoin being completely fundamentally worthless, which is why they're called shitcoins, because the price does not reflect their value, which is 0. So people are gonna lose a lot of money. Now let's have a quick rundown. So we've got Bitcoin with 0.9% of the hash rate, Bcrash 1.3, Coolcoin 98.1. Network nodes same as the ever since finally the Bitcoin protocol got back on track with a new ticker symbol BSV. We've got network nodes on Bitcoin 2.3, Bcrash 10.1, Coolcoin 87.6. Transactions, this is where the value is. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it at 65.7. Bcrash 2.2. Oh, they're getting over 2%. Congratulations to them. Coolcoin that don't even want people to use their network for transactions currently has 32.1. So they may as well just surrender a lot. Remember, it's a store of value. You're not meant to use it. Not meant to have any transactions on the network. It's just a Ponzi scheme. It's ridiculous. We've got block size 48.1. Oh, Coolcoin just beating us on that one. Block size in Bcrash 3.2, Coolcoin 48.7. Let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. I can see a 517. Be lucky to beat that. Yeah, that's it. Just over half a megabyte on Bcrash. Congratulations. And Coolcoin, again, they have a 1 megabyte restriction. So, it's not going anywhere. Like, if something is not defined as Bitcoin, if something doesn't work like Bitcoin, it's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. If it is not a peer-to-peer electronic cash system and it can't operate like an electronic peer-to-peer cash system, it's not Bitcoin. It's that simple. Let's see. I mean, look at this. Like straight away, a 13 megabyte block, smashing these shit coins out of the water. But again, no biggie for Bitcoin because we know what this thing is capable of. Absolutely huge. Two of them. Town mined another 17.2 megabyte block. It's a 10.8 megabyte block. Absolutely smashing those shit coins out of the park. Let's have a quick look on Bcrash just for lulz because it's always good to laugh every day and this never fails to amuse me. So we've now got 4,115 blocks produced, and Anne-Marie with his own money riding along the floor there. None of these shitcoins will get any value whatsoever. It's hilarious. It's a massive ego trip. But I want my money. I want my money. I want my money with my name on it. Even though it's got no value. Like, who's going to use Anne-Marie coin? What, Anne-Marie? Here you go. You will worship me because my name is Anne-Marie and my name is on my money. All right, mate. Okay, proof of work by network. This is Anne-Marie's coin. It looks like Bcrash in comparison to Core coin and Bitcoin. So we've got the bitchin chain. Hathor still keeping all these shitcoin enterprises on their toes. Scooping up all those empty blocks that don't require any effort to mine. Antpool loving it. BTC top loving it. And here we have Anne-Marie's coin. Dutch mining loving it for whatever reason. I have no idea. Like I said yesterday, it's like playing pin the tail on a donkey and just missing so badly. I mean, look at the size of these blocks on Anne-Marie's coin. There's just no data in him, and there's nothing on Bcrash either. Oh dear, oh dear. It does amuse me, I have to say. I've never come across such stupidity, like in one arena, as it were. It's crazy. So let's have a look at the rest of these graphs. We got this is all chains, Bitcoin hash rate by network. Yeah, again, it will, hash rate will just simply follow price, which will follow value. And there we go. Bitcoin proof of work by network since the first chain split on the 1st of August 2017. Again, Coolcoin and Bcrash will just simply cease to exist soon. Hash rate, Coolcoin versus Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Proof of work by network, Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Check it out. This is the transaction fees. It is 5,700 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Coolcoin because Coolcoin is a store of shit. A store of Ponzi. Right. Oh dear, oh dear. Not many easy to remember. Why have they even got any transactions on there whatsoever? It's ridiculous. SV Mine. I mean, this is so stupid. Like, if you want more people to buy it, you have to make it more useful to more people. So therefore, the more utility there is on the network, the more people will come in to use it because it is useful. If you make it less useful, you make it useless and therefore less valuable. It's so stupid. But, like, people fall for the number go up. I mean, it's just lack of education, I guess. More pure ignorance, but, I've just never seen anything like it in my life. Fascinating, really. But, it's Darwinian theory played out in front of our very eyes. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the most stupidest. Seriously, Coin Dance. What the hell is this? You want any donations from me? You're going to have to behave. You got average Bitcoin block size by network. Ooh, Bitcoin just winning. Transactions by network, yep, Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block, Bitcoin winning. Fees USD, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees Satoshis, Bitcoin smashing it. Block reward ratio by network. Again, it'll come with price, which will follow value. Accumulated Bitcoin growth by network. Again, like Bcrash or the Bitcoin chain looks like Anne-Marie in comparison. And this is Bitcoin. Good grief! Come on, right? We're now on the global hash rate. 7 days. Binance macking it hard this week. I'm going to keep moving this so my screen doesn't actually stop moving. Sorry if you get seasick. F2 Pool macking it this week, followed by Poolin, and then Huobi's down in 4th, Antpool 5th, BTC.com down in 6th. Hash rate 24 hours, Binance macking it hard. Yeah, looks very similar to global hash rate, really. Yeah, pretty almost identical. Wow. Yeah. And it looks very similar to CoreCoin. Yeah, I mean, so global hash rate, 7 days, 24 hours, and CoreCoin. Seriously, CoinDarts are going to do this to me on a live show. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, there we go. Global hash rate, 7 days, global hash rate, 24 hours, CoreCoin hash rate, Bcrash hash rate. Whoa! Hathor macking it. There must have been a lot of empty blocks on that shit chain. Let's have a look. All these empty blocks, yeah, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. Hathor absolutely rinsing it. Absolutely rinsing it. Great stuff. So pushing Antpool down into second place, followed by BTCD top. I don't know what BTC.com on there. Anyway, this is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. Wow, other mining pools taking the lead on this one. Squeezing Huobi, and we've got Tau with 10.4. via BTC 8.3, Norpool, Nempool, F2 pool on there gesturing, Hathor still on there, BTC.com just missing F2 pool really, but never mind, we can do without them for a while. Let's have a look at some of these other metrics again for any newbies who are watching the show for the first time. This is the global blockchain working live in front of our very eyes. Currently measuring 6.2 or 5.2 transactions per second. I've seen this personally as high as over 3,000 transactions per second, smashing the Visa and MasterCard network. What we are witnessing here at the moment with these with this metric moving at the top, these are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network, and then below them it tells you who is generating those transactions, gives you the transaction ID, input, output, total output, op return, etc. Pretty exciting. And then below that we have the meme pool, and as you can see, these are the number of transactions that are currently in the meme pool at the moment. So this one's got 9,145 and counting with all the participants on it. Then when the transactions are thrown into the meme pool, that's when they are competed for by the miners in order to process them in the block, put them in the blockchain, and win the block reward that comes with it. So down the bottom we can actually see these are the blocks in the global blockchain. And in the highlighted rectangle below, you can see it moving as I move my cursor along. It gives you the hash rate of each block, the block height, who it was mined by, size, time and date, the transaction count, and the total fees in the block. So the reason Bitcoin was created was to give miners the economic power to economically sustain the network while the network grew in value, because as it grows in value, it gets more and more people attracted to it because of the services that it offers in terms of its speed, cost and scale, data security and efficiencies. So as value is increased through speed and scale and reduced cost, more and more people come in to use it. The fees increase because of the volume of transactions, and then that counteracts the block reward halving, which is why it's really important for the chain to scale and grow so that everybody can get on it. And again, only the network, it must scale on chain, because anything off chain, the data just simply isn't safe. And when data isn't safe, it has no fundamental value whatsoever. Data has value on the blockchain because it is immutable. It cannot be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted. It is a universal source of truth, which means eventually it will store everything. And as I put in one of my posts earlier, Bitcoin is the foundation layer for all future digital technologies, secured and underpinned by economic principles. Yes, indeed. This is absolutely fascinating to watch, because up until now, it's all been theory. This is watching the chain in practice. Again, it just absolutely fascinates me watching this technology. Absolutely fascinates me. So let's have a look at some of these other metrics we enjoy looking at. So for any newbies, again, this is BitInfo charts. And again, we have a number of metrics that you can see here. Transactions in the last 24 hours, quite interesting. It's got average transaction value. So obviously, like Bcrash is winning at the moment because they're just using it for cash, but it just doesn't have any transactions on the network. Sooner or later, when the data on the chain is valuable, people will then start using that value as a medium of exchange, because it's the actual data that has value, and that's when things go absolutely nuts. So if you click on the rich list here, it gives you a list of wallets, and you can see how many Bitcoin or shitcoin are in each wallet. But we're just simply going to go to BitInfo charts, and when you scroll over the highlighted tabs on the left hand side, of which we're going to look at active addresses last 24 hours, They've got a number of all these shit coins down here, but they do have Bitcoin, which is BSV. We can add Ethereum in there, and then we'll have a look at 3 months. Here we go, and you just scroll the cursor over there, and you can see Bitcoin has got 259,000 active wallets on it at the moment, and Bcrash has only got 33. Oh dear! But I mean, all these metrics are gonna. Well, I mean, one of the reasons we look at them every day is because one day, and none of us know when. Well, yeah, somebody will probably know when, but we won't know that it's happened until it happens, and then we will just see it. It will go absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. So there we go for all the any newbies. Oh, I just deleted the coin crap chart. Then let's have a look at this. See what has been going down today. So, it looks like a cool coin has picked up again. 4.98% over 24 hours. People piling in. FOMO, fear of loss. It's just simply traders manipulating it, pumping and dumping it. You know, nobody has any real interest in, nobody has any real value interest, because shitcoin, the only metric they know is number go up. That's the only one that everyone is interested in. Apart from the investors who actually want to see what's going on the network, because price is the result of factors that have already happened. So obviously you get these shitcoin traders or these dirty traders just basically try and catch it before everyone else does, whereas investors already know what's going on. But in order to be an investor, you have to actually understand what Bitcoin is. So then when you understand what Bitcoin is, you're just like, oh right, so BTC Core Coin is a pile of shit and it's got no value. Yeah. All right, so basically it's going to crash as soon as education catches up with speculation. It's going to go to zero. Yeah. All right. Probably not all that safe then. No, mate, probably not. Might leave that one then. Yeah. So which one does have value then? Well, I'll tell you which one does have value. The one that's real money. And the one that's real money is not controlled by anybody. And in order to not have any control, you need to make sure that there is a chain of signatures intact, which hold all the developers and users on the network to account. It needs to have a locked protocol so that anyone and everyone can build on it, and it is permissionless. It needs to have infinite scale so that there's always new market for miners to compete for, because if there isn't new market for them to compete for, they will just simply start taking market share off each other, which will eventually lead to centralization. That's where BTC Core Coin falls down, and again also segregating the signatures so they don't have accountability. So it's a completely centralized piece of shit. But you also need to have competition in the system, and this is where Ethereum fails, because without competition it just simply means the stakeholders completely centralize the network, and it just means that neither China nor America would ever use a network that is centrally controlled by a group of people. Absolutely ridiculous. Same with pre-mined, Hedera Hashgraph, Hiatus Tangle, all these other distributed technologies, absolute pieces of crap. And then finally, you need to have a fixed supply, which they all have, but then all the shitcoiners are just like, well, you know, scarcity make number go up. No, it really doesn't. It's all about utility. It's as simple as that. But let's have a look, see what's going on today. Oh, you know, 4% rise, make a few people happy, you know, number go up. But I mean, to be honest with you, when you want to go in, you want number to go down, because the price doesn't affect the value. It just means that you get less value for money when you buy in. That's the only thing price does. Once you have a true fundamental understanding of Bitcoin, price is the last of your worries. It's the last thing to move. When you do your research and you understand it can only be Bitcoin, you're like, okay, right, well, now I don't have any options, and it can only be Bitcoin. Now I want the price to go lower, because loads of people are going to be buying this later on, and they just don't know it yet. So, yeah. Price is low, in we go. I just made that up, by the way. Right, and let's get into Twitter. Crypto Twitter for lols and gossip and stuff like that. Here we go. Right. So for any newbies who might be watching this, they'll be like, oh, that looks really cool. Yeah, I might try that myself. Right, well, you know, as somebody who knows what they're doing, I'm just going to go through this and break this down to show you how ridiculous what she's saying really is. Here we go. Now, Zoosk is a custodial wallet, and what you do is, well, they try to entice you to store your cryptocurrency with them by giving you an interest rate. And one of the reasons I'm showing you this is because I thought, well, I'll try it out, see what happens. So I stored one BSV on there. It's been on there for about a month now, And I did actually get an interest rate through of BSV, which was pretty cool. That's all right, but you're still relinquishing control of your BSV. But they try and entice you with this interest rate, you know, and I just don't like the idea of giving my Bitcoin to anyone else, to be honest with you. But then the idea is that you can pay with your cryptocurrency for goods and services. Now, I'm just going to explain how it's done. Right, now you can see she's a shitcoiner because of all these shitcoins that she's got listed at the top here. I've only got Bitcoin, which is BSV, which she's got like, you know, Corecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bcrash, like so shitcoin is shit for brains. That's strike one. Now let's see what she says. Now you see, she's just said, "Do you take Bitcoin here?" Now listen very clearly to the answer that she gets. No, we don't, was the reply. And then she says, "Oh, well, let's see." No, they do not accept Bitcoin there. They do not have a way to receive Bitcoin from you. So what's she talking about when she says, "Let's see"? I'll explain the process now. She goes, "Oh yeah, let me just try. I just want to see if I can send you this one, even if you don't accept it." Oh dear. I'll tell you what happens when you click pay. What happens is, and you'll see it in a minute, she connects to, I think it's Apple Pay that she says. Hold on 1 second. She's got 30 seconds to get to Apple Pay. So what happens is that Zeusk dumps her cryptocurrency that she's using for dirty fiat. The fiat is then transferred onto the card, and then she pays with fiat over the terminal. Now that means that if the cryptocurrency that she's paying with has gone up in value with this transaction, not only does she lose the amount of fiat currency that she's paying, but she is also liable for capital gains on this transaction because she is dumping that crypto. Now, this actually devalues the crypto network because you are not transacting using the cryptocurrency. This is what's so ridiculous about it. It's kind of like all these companies are doing all they can to actually prevent Bitcoin from being used. But what they don't understand is that Bitcoin in the future is literally the foundation layer for all future digital technologies, secured and underpinned by economic principles. Because the actual Bitcoin network itself is 100 times better than the Visa network, the MasterCard network, the current banking system that we have, literally everything. All these systems currently, because they do not use blockchain technology, have to use multiple places in order to back up their data to try and keep it safe. It's susceptible to virus software, cybersecurity hacks, everything like that. So what she's doing is just pretty stupid, really. Somebody else telling her to hurry up by the sounds of it. Yeah, so you can see on the phone here, it says like, Starbucks, and that's how much she spent, but she's not spent Bitcoin. She's just simply dumped it. Like I said, which means she needs to keep a record of this transaction because she is personally liable for the capital gains tax on that. However, if she was actually paying in cryptocurrency, it would be the vendor that's then responsible for paying tax on the payment that they've received. This way, she's just literally shooting herself in the foot and actually devaluing cryptocurrency. It's absolutely ridiculous. Great, she says. Great. Yeah, I mean, like shitcoin is with shit for brains. Honestly, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So I found this video as well, which I thought was quite interesting because this shows you what shitcoiners really think of cryptocurrency. Have a listen to this. Oh, excellent. Yeah, Neezy's in the house. Says, yeah, thank you very much. Anyone else? Anyone else got any questions? I've been going for 84 minutes. So time to wrap up the show. It's been a good one. Quite enjoyed it today. Obviously, lots of media to get through, so people can re-watch my show. Then they can go on to Bitcoin SV Train, listen to the good old chat that we had there. But yeah, if that's any other questions, any other questions? No, that's all right. Okay, tell you what, we'll leave it there. And as ever, thank you for joining, and be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given, same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.